So we got these gigantic revelations about the CIA from Wikileaks, and we learned that they have the ability to hack into smart TVs, just listen to whatever you're doing, and you don't even know. The light doesn't come on, so you just record whatever the fuck you're doing. There were some ways to get into cell phones that were apparently people were unaware of it beforehand, or it was really hard to do, or whatever the case is with that. But also they were able to get into, modern day cars that whenever, if you have like, an OnStar system or something like that, they can hack into it. So that raises some interesting questions about, say, Michael Hastings, for example, a journalist who's uncovering all this bullshit about our generals, took aim at the CIA, and then, oh, look at that, he died in a fiery car crash. Isn't that curious? So the big story, man. Huge story. So remember, Fox News and the Republicans and Trump, oh my God, WikiLeaks, we love WikiLeaks, we love WikiLeaks. Look, they're exposing dirt on Hillary Clinton and the DNC and how corrupt they are. Aren't these leaks fantastic? Let's see what they're saying now that WikiLeaks is taking aim at the CIA and the CIA under a Trump administration. Let's watch.
A while back when James Comey said he puts a piece of tape over the camera on top of his computer screen. Remember that?
I do. I posted, I think, or was it?
And now we know why.
Yeah.
Listen, I mean, when I saw this, I would like to say first and foremost, let's not forget that WikiLeaks is a political organization. They didn't do this for altruistic reasons whatsoever. I am one of these people who have been extremely hard on Edward Snowden, extremely hard on Julian Assange and WikiLeaks. I think the normalization of him in that organization is extremely detrimental to our national security. This makes us less safe. The last WikiLeaks dump, there's direct correlations between the dump and then the Arab Spring and what happened to our spies and allies and the rise of ISIS. You are making our spies and people that help our national security less safe. Who is surprised that the CIA uses covert operations to infiltrate espionage? Duh! Watch one James Bond movie. Everyone knows this is what they do, but the fact that you are showing, as you said, Brian, exactly how they do it, you are making our national security less safe.
I don't know where to begin with that. That was all so stupid. So first of all, WikiLeaks, they're political. I mean, so just except for what it is, they're political. So yeah, that's why we got to view them as, they're not, that's what it is. Okay, no, you know who's political? Fox News. You're political. You're as political as it gets. All you do is carry water for the Republican Party. You are the Republican Party propaganda arm. Now, MSNBC is the Democratic Party propaganda arm. They're not the liberal network. They're not the progressive network. They are the Democratic apologist network, but you're the Republican apologist network. So let's get that out on the table right now. Hilarious that you guys would accuse WikiLeaks of being political because... Hello, WikiLeaks has gone after Republican administrations. They've gone after Democratic administrations. They actually appear to be pretty fucking principled. Now, are there specific instances where I disagree with them? Yes. But there are specific instances where I disagree with the ACLU, for example. Like the ACLU recently argued against, stopping severely mentally ill people from having firearms. They agreed with the Republicans trying to roll back that provision, that rule from the Obama administration. I disagree with them on that. It's one of fucking... It's like I agree with them on 99.8% of shit, but I disagree with them on one thing. It happens. WikiLeaks, yes, there's some things where I go, eh. But the overwhelming majority of the time, it's, okay, they're principled, and obviously they care about transparency for people in power, and they're exposing this stuff for the people. But no, they spin it on Fox News. They're political. They're political. No, they've actually proven the opposite. When you go after Republicans viciously and you go after Democrats viciously, or ferociously, I should say, you've actually proven you're nonpartisan. And then she says, this makes us less safe. This is always the go-to for these people. How? Give me one example. They do this all the fucking time. Snowden made us less safe. Snowden made us less safe. Really? Give me one example. Just one instance. Fucking crickets, nothing. And then whenever they do give instances, you go through the list and you find out that's actually all bullshit. That's not true at all. Snowden and the information he released wasn't related to any incidents at all that made us less safe. And then she links WikiLeaks to the rise of ISIS. That is fucking rich. That is really rich. How the fuck can... How? There's not even a fucking theoretical argument you can make that would... You know who's responsible for the rise of ISIS? The fucking war in Iraq. We went into Iraq, toppled a strongman dictator to fill the vacuum. In comes Al-Qaeda, and then the outgrowth of Al-Qaeda is ISIS, the next step. Al-Qaeda on steroids is ISIS. So, no, don't blame U.S. foreign policy. And by the way, it's not just U.S. foreign policy, of course. It's religious fundamentalism and Wahhabism. So, yeah, there's a lot to talk about in that realm. But here's somebody who I do not blame for ISIS at all. WikiLeaks. The fuck are you talking about? And also, hey, Megan, they're spying on all of us. What do you not get about that? And you have a protection from unreasonable search and seizure. The government needs a specific warrant describing a specific person, place, or thing to be searched. What do you not get about this? You have a protection from unreasonable search and seizure, while at the same time, the NSA collects everybody's metadata all the fucking time and stores it in a facility in Utah, a multi-billion-dollar facility in Utah, and now the CIA has their own version of the NSA, and they can hack into smart TVs without you knowing that they hacked into it, hacking into your phone, hacking into a car. Why does this not concern you? Why are you so convinced that obviously these agencies are altruistic and benevolent when we know from previous leaks, for example, they all spied on their fucking exes? Because you give people a certain amount of power and they will abuse it. Absolute power corrupts absolutely. So your right to privacy is gone, and you totally sidestep that issue and just fucking say, oh, but this is dangerous, it makes us less safe and endangers national security. You don't just get to say that without giving specifics as to why that is, because there are no specifics as to why that is. So it's just a bullshit argument where you carry water for the deep state, the most powerful people in the country who have no accountability in a democracy. You know, we turn ourselves into an authoritarian state where they fucking spy on us, and then when somebody uncovers it, you're mad at the people who uncovered it instead of the people who are doing it. She brought up James Bond. She brought up motherfucking James Bond. Who does that? What are you gonna bring up next? You know? I saw in Rambo, I saw in the movie Taken, Liam Neeson goes and kills bad guys. So, like, I guess killing bad guys should be legal. We should allow murder in many circumstances. You're such a child. I mean, fucking, this is the best argument I've ever seen against nepotism. You know damn well you're only sitting there because John McCain is your daddy. Look at the points you made. They're just embarrassing. James Bond. There's like a good spy movie where they do all these crazy things with all these gadgets. So like, you shouldn't have a protection from unreasonable search and seizure, even though it's in the Constitution, and the people in power should be able to spy on everybody. Yeah, that's not going to be abused. It is going to be abused in a way we can't even conceive of. This is Orwellian shit. This is like living in a sci-fi movie. They have dirt on everybody, and it's people like this, you know, their philosophy is, if you're not doing anything wrong, why are you worried? If you're not doing anything wrong, I don't understand why are you worried. But that's just not the case. Anybody who threatens the powers that be will be crushed by the powers that they have. That's the point. So you don't have dissent, you don't have democracy, you don't have privacy. It's sad to watch people, like, willfully march to the destruction of a transparent and democratic and open and free society. You know, because that's what this is. And this partisan hypocrites as well is what's happening here. They just love WikiLeaks because of what happened with the DNC. Now they hate it. They used to love leaks, now they hate leaks. Democrats, same thing, vice versa. How dare you expose corruption in the DNC? Oh, shit, you're exposing, you know, crimes of an intelligence agency under Trump? Now I love it. So could you all just focus on the issues, please, and the constitutionality? Apparently that's too much to ask, but at least they make ridiculous arguments, and hopefully most people can see through just how stupid they are.